good evening. How's everyone doing tonight? Thank y'all so much for coming by and hanging out with me during Pokemorning. Yuri and I had a blast. It was a bit unhinged. Not as unhinged as past streams, but it was still pretty unhinged. Welcome on in, folks. Oh my gosh. Last night, oh my god. I'm still reeling from last night. Tonight we're starting out with talking with some extras. We're wrapping up all the stuff that we didn't do last night. But oh my god. Let me go through the list here real quick and we'll get started right away. Saribot, welcome on in. Thank you so much for keeping us all safe. Vera, hello, welcome on in. Queeches, hello, welcome. Ed, welcome on in, nice to see you. Tozu, hello, welcome on in. And thank you so much for your tier 1 resub, heck, in 43 months. Good lord. I really need to update my my sub badges. I really need to update those. I will work on that tomorrow. I've got tons of stuff I need to do tomorrow. I will add that to the list. Ryu, hello, welcome on in. Barry Weisenhouse, hello, welcome on in. Nice to see you. Winterwolf, hello. Nabu, hello, welcome on in, and thank you so much for the lurk. Scroll. Doing a lot of for somebody who's lurking. Not gonna lie. Drock, welcome on in. Nice to see you. Ruffy! Hello, welcome on in. Nice to see you, Bean. Anomaly, hello, welcome in, Sweet Bean. .43, I am so old. Oh my gosh, we're let's not go there. We are only as old as we feel, and I am nowhere near the age that I am right now. And back, welcome on back. But holy heck, yeah, we've got some stuff to do tonight. Gosh, yeah. Let me. I will join voice here and see what struck.
That
Hoy.
it does pay very well, but
it might also be during like peak times and stuff too that they decide to jump in and pick those up.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
So, actually, before we get started, did we want to chat at all about what our plans are for Wednesday this coming week?
Sure.
Yeah, I think it would be a perfect time to mention that.
So Wednesday, we are going to start off with the Stormblood Alliance raid, Return to Evilise.
Yes.
My favorite.
Yes, I know nothing about this raid. I've never ever done it, and like I am so looking forward to it.
No spoilers. I will just say it's my favorite raid, and I have spent a lot of time running it over and over again.
Right on.
There's a lot of dialogue to go through. It's very chatty. None of it is like voice, and there's lots of blinding special effects.
Okay, perfect.
None of that is a bad thing.
That's all of my favorite
Can
things.
be a bit blinding.
I love being flashbanged in my video games.
Me too. Me too.
You play Red Mage for that exact
Again,
White Mage.
Again, I joke for no reason here. I'm not joking. This is my favorite Alliance raid.
That's super cool. That's super cool. So like, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've been kind of jonesing to do it like for a while, and like, I can't wait.
We're gonna do all the raids, everyone.
Every single one.
Yep.
All of the content in the game, we'll do it.
Yep.
Extremes, Unreals, Chaotix.
Every yellow quest.
Once we finish the Evilise raids, we're going directly into the Endwalker raids.
No, we're actually going to go back to wait, no, we are.
Yeah.
You're right. We're
Yep.
gonna do Endwalker. Your choice, team. Alliance or normal raids. We can do either first.
Both is good.
Mhm.
Yes.
I
We'll
think
just alternate between the two.
I think probably the normal might make more sense.
Yeah, we started a little bit on them, Ahty, but
Yeah.
not too much. We
Yeah.
did it like probably a couple.
Oh
but
no, that means you have to start the story all over again.
No, actually, knowing things, the normal sounds like the better start.
Yeah.
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 As a knower of knowing, yeah.
As a knower of
I-
knowing.
Okay, cool. I'll take the knower's knowings.
Oh, Shadowbringers normals? Yeah.
No.
No.
Not Shadowbingus.
Endwalker.
Shadow.
We've already seen the gays.
Shadow Bingus.
Seen the gays.
We've already seen Eden's gay savage.
Yep. Yep.
Done the normal raids for. Did the normal raids for Endwalker.
Not the
for
normal gays, the
Stormblood.
extreme gays.
Ah,
We've done the
extreme.
normals for for Shadowbringers. We've done the normals for Stormblood? Haven't we?
Yeah,
Just
that was
scroll back
Omega.
up to
Yeah, it's
Eden's
Omega.
gay savage.
Shadow
Yeah.
Bingus.
Shadowbingus.
Yeah, Shadowbingus is Graha.
Yeah. He is the Shadowbingus.
Wait, where the fuck is Eden's gay? Did F14 chat? There it is, Eden's gay savage.
No worries,
he's
Poji.
always-
No worries, Poji. I feel you there. Let's see. What was I gonna do? Right, I was gonna go New Game Plus, but I was gonna check.
You okay there? Whoever's squeezing?
Yeah, no, I'm just
Bring up
remembering
Malik.
Arianje's
No,
complete
no,
lack of
Malik.
tact in Eden's gay savage.
Oh, sure, absolutely, yeah.
Just, he doesn't even like lead with his body or anything. He's just face first directly towards Thancred's face.
So where? Okay.
Right, the meme image.
Is it Chronicles? It is Chronicles of a New Era. Okay.
Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Endwalker.
That's weird.
What?
What?
Like
I
I don't.
can't go to the Chronicles of Narnia.
No, I don't see the raids for and I don't see the Endwalker raid here.
You can't see it
You never
in New
finished
Game
them.
Plus until you finish it.
You didn't finish it, Ahty.
Fuck. Okay.
You told
Wait,
us you
that
didn't
means-
finish it.
Oh,
You gotta
So-
turn in the walking event. You gotta turn in the walking event first.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to rely on somebody else to
Yeah,
do this.
Poji, you might be the candidate.
yeah.
I'm good with that.
If Poji wants to do it.
either
yeah.
me or Poji.
I'm good with that.
Okay. Okay.
Aw.
Though if Vera wants to, that's fine too.
I think the world should see Arofa Hapsalid, but also Daisuke Hidaka, but also Ahty Squeegee.
If you want my personal input, because we did see a bit of the of Daisuke a little bit when we were doing the Eden normals to start off, because Ahty had to.
Stop fucking cosplaying as other characters, you dick!
What?
What?
I walk into the Rising Stones and the character formerly dressed as Ishtola is now dressed as Graha. Malik keeps fucking getting away with it.
Well, they put so
It's
many.
Inspector
Inspector
I could-
Gadget.
I can make it worse.
I
That's
can
why,
hurt you.
This I have to see. How could
Sorry, I'm
Malik
formerly
make-
known as Graha.
The artist
Yes,
formerly known as
fucking-
Prince.
All right. I'm gonna start reading while y'all all curse at each other. Okay.
BRB.
Sorry, was that Exarch?
All right. Let's get started. I fucked up. What can I say except you fucked up? Let's see. The music that you hear is actually not Final Fantasy. That fooled me. There we go. After all you've been through together, I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Alright. Oh, I gotta get everything arranged just so. My water bottle's in the way. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, there we go. I can still scarce believe our battle extended to the ends of creation, but seeing the Scion's mission to completion was both an honor and a privilege. As for myself, I've spent quite a while away from home, so I think I'll return to Limsa Lomitsa for now. And once I get there, my first order of business will be drowning a pint or 3 at the Drowning Wench. The exploits of you and your companions are truly an inspiration to us all. I never have felt more compelled to hone my own skills, that I one day might be able to accomplish such heroic deeds. Irgimus means to visit Limsa, and I will join him and continue my search. I know not when we will meet again, but please take care of yourself. 'Tis a shame the Scions are disbanding. Even if only in name, I still fondly recall the day you granted me my uniform. The memory remains vivid, yet it feels like a lifetime ago. I considered returning to the Adder's Nest, but since I've come this far, I've decided I ought to continue my journey and venture to Garlemald instead. I can't hold a candle to the infamous wandering minstrel, but I thought I might share with the Garleans the tale of your epic deeds. Extend to them an olive branch of song, if you will. That's really cool. The salvation Minfilia dreamed for in Eorzea comes closer to reality with every step the Scions take. Yes, the world may still be in the throes of change, but it is improving. I see it happening day by day, and I sit here praying that whatever new road you walk will bring you the wonder and joy you deserve. Should you need to rest in between your journeys, do come and join me on the terrace for old time's sake. Ah, our champion and savior. I was beginning to think my chance for an audience would never come. That sounded more amusing in my head. Speaking of heads, I was worried about yours, and the rest of you, for that matter. On the mend, I trust? Glad to hear it. You were in a bad way, and healing magics or no, I'm impressed by how swiftly you've recovered. Then again, 'tis hardly the first time you've cheated death. Your strength of will has never failed to astonish me. Look at what you've accomplished. Midian defeated, her Song of Oblivion cut short, the source and all her reflections delivered from the final days. If you had faltered at the last, then all hope would have been lost, but you held fast. Now Reen has a tomorrow to look forward to, and I could ask for no greater gift than that. As for a lesser gift, however, the next time you see her, I would appreciate you not describing my travel plans with Yoranjay as aimless wandering. We have a purpose in our roaming, after all, keeping an eye on things in the absence of the Scions on the world stage. There'll never be an end to the little problems that go unattended by nations. We will do our best to help out where and when we can. Which I suppose is an approach not far removed from aimless wandering when you get down to it. Perhaps you could tell her I'm faring well, and leave it at that, eh? No need to mention this feeling of being uprooted. I've never been one to stand still for long, but when I think of home, 'tis the rising stones which come to mind. How many times have we set out from this base, thence to return when our work was done? Oh my god. I don't know what happened to this window. Oh my god. Okay, how about we just do this and then that. There we go. We're good. On the day the Scions came together, I only hoped for Minfilia to find a place where she belonged, but never did I expect to find one here for myself. Indulge me, Ahty. I have a question for you. And imagine Minfilia herself is asking. Are you glad you joined the Scions? Best decision I've ever made. I can honestly say the same. But all good things must come to an end, at least for a time. Should you need a helping hand for infiltration or reconnaissance, you know who to ask. I'll come running and you'll likely get a certain funny-talking fortune teller into the bargain. Here we go. What? If you have something to say, then out with it. Just worried about how you'll just worried about how you'll earn your keep now. Blah, blah, blah. You talk as if the Scion's dissolution was more than mere pretense. There may be fewer calls to action, but we should be compensated as before. Why are you so concerned for me anyway? In any case, I do not want for options, even if some are worse than others. No sooner did Amaric hear about our disbandment than he offered me a position as a guardsman in the Imperium District. As a former Azure Dragoon, I'm guaranteed to be popular, he said. Who does he take me for? Even without his meddling, I'm perfectly capable of finding employment, and have. Some days ago, a Hanash envoy arrived with word from Vritra. The worm requests my presence as soon as things have settled here. He didn't deign to mention why I'm needed, but it pertains to dragons, like as not. In Thavnair, like elsewhere, the phenomena caused by the final days abated when you defeated Medion. Though it was too late for those who had already transformed, life is beginning to return to normal for the survivors. Of those who sought refuge in Sharlayan, most have already returned home. But many do not have a home to return to, nor loved ones. By any arrangement between Vritra and the Forum, such souls may remain in Sharlayan if they wish, to work and study. Vritra was always the satrap in truth. It's gratifying to see him become one in name as well. One who has the complete confidence of his people, if the envoy's tone was any indication. I often find myself speaking favorably of dragons of late. Not so long ago, I would have assumed his benevolence had ulterior motives, but 'tis clear he cares for his people, and they in turn revere him. To know such a nation may flourish is comforting. Vritra's kin sought release from conflict. So weary were they of the suffering it wrought, they surrendered to oblivion. But Midgard-Sormr didn't give up. In hope, he made his journey to distant Atheris with his clutch of eggs. And though his progeny went on to be embroiled in conflict with men, there were times when they transcended hatred to abide in harmony. That is their legacy and their triumph. In my lance, I feel the weight of their struggle and the strength of their resolve, and it lends me strength. These things I might never have learned had I not joined you. Should you ever have need of me, I will come. At the very least, it may be an opportunity to earn coin. I'm so glad the danger is past. There is nothing I could do but pray from here, so I was relieved to the point of tears when everyone made it back safely. I imagine we'll have more free time now, so I was thinking I'd study up on the healing magic, and I could make myself more useful in the future. My first stop will be the Astrologicum in Ishgard to learn about Sharlayan astrology. I must follow Oker's lead and continue to hone my skills. We may have accomplished our goal and put it behind us, but my time with the Scions provided memories that will last me a lifetime. What bliss. To think I was blessed with the chance to experience such unbridled brotherly love. But now that Oker has decided to set off without his dear brother, without the two of them together, I fear I might suffer withdrawal. Alright, there we go. I am so glad I was able to be here for this moment. You know, I considered continuing to follow in Hori's footsteps, but I've realized it's time I found my own way in life. Otherwise, I'll never be half the man my brother is. First things first, I'm going to head to Gridania to visit the Conjurers Guild and the Archers Guild. I will do my very best to brush up on my skills before I see you again. Oh, are we saying farewells too? I hadn't, at present, planned on a journey of any great length. Not that I am averse to a moment or two of quiet reminiscence. In fact, there was something I've been meaning to ask you. Something that has been in my thoughts since the last flames of the final days subsided. During our travels, we have witnessed more than a lifetime's worth of oddities and spectacles. More than can be easily recalled or remembered. And nestled amongst these memories are certain essential facts. The history of Atheris and the ancients, glimpses of the Aya, of their culture and philosophy. Rather than simply hoard such treasures in my mind, I wonder if I should not be disseminating them I wonder if I should not be disseminating them in formal records for wider consumption. When needed, I have penned reports and prepared briefings, but ever have I balked at the idea of binding the subject of my studies in a book or tablet. Truth is given shape and interpretation. When we seek to capture it with our words, it is invariably molded to fit a narrative, no matter how well-intentioned the rendering. An event is described as sad, a summation which fails to express the emotional complexity. Yet the word on the page is what endures, a pale shadow of reality. Throughout history, some have deliberately embellished the truth, but I believe many, if not most, deviations are the result of similar linguistic shortcomings, piling one upon the other until the end result is unrecognizable from its origin. Which is why I fear that writing an account in my own words would be akin to diluting fine wine with water. Yet, even with the potential for corrupted meaning, I do, of course, realize the importance of keeping written records. Without them, my search for wisdom would be a painful affair indeed. But what say you on this matter? Should I take up the quill? Reflect upon those experiences only we have shared, and seek to preserve them for posterity? Aye, let them be read and remembered. I think that would be fun. Very well then. I shall endeavor to pen what I can of the Aya, and of the ancients, and of so many of other wonders. But I am no scribe. It will be a less polished work and more a reordering of scattered notes. In any case, I feel much better for having sought your opinion. Left to our own devices, we tend to overthink such things. I will otherwise return to following where my curiosity leads. After all, a safe method of travel to the first yet eludes me, and our venture into the great expanse has prompted an entirely new set of questions. Should you stumble into the unknown or struggle with some impenetrable mystery, know that I am at your back and call. It never hurts to see things from a different perspective, and mine is rather different than most. Far too much blood has been spilt, and far too many lives lost. Still, I am glad I was able to do something to repay those who showed me a path to the future. Not that our job is over, of course, far from it. There is much that remains to be done before true and lasting peace can be achieved. To that end, Hori and I mean to set off for Corvos. We expect that the tensions between the Garleans and the Corvosi will only flare more with the Empire's fall. I still remember the day we sparred together as though it was yesterday. To think how far we have all come since then. Even now, I have not abandoned my dream of besting you in single combat. Of a friendly nature, of course, though I clearly do not hold a candle to the Warrior of Light at present. I shall continue to train diligently that one day you might consider me an equal. Ahty, might you have a moment to talk? With the Scions stepping away from the public eye, I have been left to consider what new endeavors I might pursue. And after speaking with Kryl, I've decided I will be assisting her in rebuilding the students of Valdesian. Not only am I indebted to Master Galoo for giving me a new home, but had our order never existed, I would have never set foot within the Crystal Tower. How different my life might have been. I would have never met you, never become the caretaker of the tower, never become a Scion. You gave me the chance to do so much good, and I hope to continue to do so with the students. For an added benefit, new mysteries often find their way to our doorsteps. Mysteries that could prove ideal for fulfilling our promise, to embark on a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. Whenever you have time and inclination, my friend, I stand ready to accompany you into the unknown. We were cute! Do you recall in the realm of the Omicrons when I asked if you thought I may someday be mentioned in your epic? Well, 'tis true that to earn a place at your side would be the stuff of dreams. In the end, nothing would give me greater joy than to stand with you in the here and now. It needn't be some grand endeavor. There needn't be a promise. Whenever adventure calls, I won't hesitate to invite you, and I hope that you will do the same for me. Without a second thought. I'll hold you to that. As much as we have already seen, there's still so much we haven't. Who knows? Perhaps we will even encounter survivors of the Omicrons somewhere out there. After all, given how they took to the stars, it isn't implausible that some found themselves far from home. And should we encounter a wayward traveler awaiting commands that will never come, I would bid them seek adventure with someone, and with that partner find new purpose, a new dream. For if crystals can hold fast to dreams, why not Omicrons? Wherever your plans may lead, do not hesitate to send word, and should a commission of interest come my way, you will be the first to know. Wee woo, how are you doing tonight? I hope you're well. Oh, and I'm super gay. Right. Let's see. I'll do Alphino and Kryl. Arenvald has pressing matters, according to him anyway. A pity he couldn't be here to witness this momentous occasion, though he bids me tell you congratulations. As for me, well, once the Scions disband, I intend to resume my work in Rhalgr's Reach. I suppose Arenvald will need support in Garabanya too, though he would not admit as much. Well, he will have my help, whether he wants it or not. Feels a bit strange now me link pearl's gone quiet. Since my unique skills are no longer needed for the safety of the star and all that, I'm going to become an adventurer like you, traveling far and wide. I imagine I'll start heading to Meracedia or the New World just to find myself a ship first. Oh, Ahty, pray forgive me for delaying the gathering. I was writing a letter, you see, to my parents. As busy as my father has been, attending to the aftermath of the Exodus, he has been good enough to show concern for the Scions. And besides, I've made them worry enough for a lifetime. Henceforth, I shall endeavor to write as often as I am able. A little effort to set their minds at ease while we continue to be away from Charlian. Both Alize and I are off to assist with Garlemald's recovery, you see. Though uncertainty remains over what will become of the nation, we cannot well leave the capital in its present state. Savrin, hello, welcome on in. We will rejoin those members of the Ilzabard contingent still stationed there. Lucia and Maxima helm the relief effort, with support from our allies, the people of Garlemald among them. They will gradually be joined by those who have finished treating the tempered across the lands. Lest you misunderstand, we do not seek redemption for failing Licinia and her sister. That is a burden we must always bear. Nay, we go because of the truth in Lord Quintus's words. The truth that, whatever ideals individuals may espouse, nations are not moved to action unless they stand to benefit. For the foreseeable future, the fallen empire will be at the mercy of both internal and external forces. And though I do not doubt the intentions of the contingent, with greater powers involved in the relief effort, our allies may well find themselves drawn into a political agenda. In going, we seek to ensure that the needs of the people come first, to understand their hearts, that we might better help them begin anew. You best write me too. Write you letters? Of course, I would be glad to do so. But I would be gladder still were you to come and visit, and I believe I speak for Alize as well. For fairly as long as I've been in Eorzea, you've been at my side, watching over me, in good times and in bad. How many times have we gathered to share tidings? None could possibly keep count. The world is changing and will continue to do so. Yet no matter what the future brings, I hope that I can ever look to you. In good times and in bad. As a dependable comrade and dear friend both. The song, yeah. Thank you, Ahty, from the bottom of my heart. I think it's kind of interesting that each character has a musical score associated with them. It's interesting. Yep, and here's Kryles. Oh, Ahty, how are you feeling? Any lingering aches or pains? I can't apologize enough for sending Xenos to find you in Ultima Thule. When he came to me in Charlian, I was truly torn, as ever. There was only one thing on his mind. Forced to make a decision, I reasoned that, if he would not be deterred from seeking you out, he might at least aid us in our cause. And so I struck a bargain. In the end, he was true to his word, and you defeated him despite your earlier exertions. But knowing the state you were found in, it could have ended very differently. My decision almost cost you your life, and no words could express the remorse I feel. It worked out. You did the right thing. It is a relief to hear you say that. Thank you. Time and time again, I've been made to feel woefully inadequate. I wasn't much use in battle, nor could I face the Forum without my nerves getting the better of me. It always fell to you and the others. I must, and will, do better. Well, I mean, Kryle, to be fair, you did save our ass when, like, everybody was, like, stuck in the first. I mean, everyone would be dead if it weren't for you, not gonna lie. And I shall begin with the restoration of the students of Valdesian. Through our work, Charlian will strengthen its ties with other nations, that we may be better prepared to face whatever threats arise in the future. Of course, this isn't something I can accomplish alone, but thankfully, I have the staunchest of help from Raha and Ojika and our other remaining members. Together, we'll continue Grandfather's work. As before, certain commissions will take us to dangerous locales, and we may need to call upon seasoned adventurers. In such times, might you be willing to assist us? Not because you feel obliged, mind you, but because you feel the allure for the task itself. Marvelous. Should something of interest arise, I shan't hesitate to reach out to you. Until that day, I shall endeavor to become a more dependable comrade. Right, one more group to go. You were but an amateur adventurer when we first met, but look at you now. You've grown into quite the fine young lass, just as I always knew you would. One might say I ought to settle down in my old age, but seeing you now has set my adventurous spirit ablaze once more. But the first journey I set out upon will be a long-awaited hot springs tour with my dear friend Home. There has been naught but chaos since the Telophoroi first appeared. Towers, lunar primals, the Empire, the final days, yet we have weathered it all, and lived to see the sun rise on a new day. And now the peace has returned. I can finally resume my travels with my grandfather. Perhaps we will go first to Kugane, to relax in the Bokaizen hot springs. That might be nice. Of course, my journey will not simply be for pleasure. I will collect information on the territories I travel. Perhaps I will visit Nagsha via Doma. Ahty, seen to your preparations, have you? I'm just making another sweep of my belongings. Wouldn't do to find I've forgotten something halfway to my destination. Oh, in case you hadn't heard, we've received new reports detailing devastation caused by the final days. It appears the situation is gravest in the lands surrounding the bounty, where the sky first began to burn. After that, the calamity was observed in the far north, in Garlemald and the frozen lands beyond. We also had reports of the heavens catching fire in isolated locations, one of which was an area in the northern Empty. Had our quest taken any longer, Charlian too may have come under threat. Rising Advent, hello, welcome on in. Thank goodness it's over now. To be sure, blasphemies and lesser beasts may still be roaming about, but these localized crises should be well within the capacities of each nation to handle on their own. The Scions are no longer needed. Which isn't to say that we won't help out where we can, of course. As individuals, no more of this order business. For my part, I'll be heading to Garlemald with Alphino. They were among the worst affected, and still need all the help they can get. It won't be easy. An inevitable part of aiding those in need is coming face to face with tragedy. Knowing it doesn't make it any easier, though. That I'll curse my weakness, my inability to fix every problem and save every lost soul. But no matter how much it hurts, I won't give up. I'll do what I can for as many people as I can, begrudging no effort. And should I find myself discouraged, I'll remember you. Think back fondly to one of your moments of triumph and the accompanying determined expression. Even those that still annoy me in retrospect, like when you activated the teleporter. Without warning. Wow. And should you hear about me, I want you to remember too. One of Ahty's quotes, nod and then pound fist into other hand. Yes, absolutely right. Remember that I'm out there somewhere, trying my very best. I look forward to hearing all about the legendary Alize Livier. Not that I'm trying to become famous or anything. That being said. The next time we meet, I'll be vastly improved. So don't be surprised when you find yourself marveling at me. It's really funny when the game comments in a meta fashion about how often we nod. Well-developed neck muscles from a lifetime of nodding. You must be an adventurer, yep. It happens more than once, too. It's pretty funny. Alright. And Euronje's musical score from Final Fantasy IV. Ahty, thou hast spoken with our comrades. Though this parting be not forevermore, 'tis nonetheless occasion for sorrow. Akin to a pixie's path, the navigation of such farewells is a perilous endeavor indeed. For their part, however, the Loperids embark upon a new beginning. Though bereft of its purpose as a vessel, the moon yet remaineth hospitable for the creatures of Atheris. Thus do our lunar visitors convene with the Forum, intent upon assigning some new beneficial role to our solitary satellite. Yet ere that may come to pass, there is much and more each party must learn of the other, a process which doth promise to be eventful indeed. To that end, a cadre of Loperids hath gleefully dispersed across our lands in the name of mutual understanding. Heidelin, 'tis said, did imbue them with her love for all things born of the star. And 'tis Vana's own nature, I believe, which doth manifest in this irrepressible, inexhaustible curiosity of theirs. Having witnessed that which they strove to achieve, I wish most keenly for their long labors to be rewarded, that their abiding affection for man result in a boon for all. Moreover, I hope to continue our acquaintance, and share in such knowledge as they see fit to impart. Acquaintance? I'd call it a friendship. I did not wish to presume. I would be honored should they consider me a friend. For 'tis certainly true that I've grown fond of their company. But I shall digress no further. This day should belong to the scions of the seventh dawn, to mine incomparable companions. Ofttimes hath mine reticence caused thee grief, and mine actions spurred allies to suspect betrayal. And yet here amongst you I still stand. No amount of words could express my gratitude for thine acceptance and forgiveness. Thus instead, I do proffer my humble support. Be it unto the deepest abyss or the highest heavens, even if I must needs founder cross stormy seas, ever shall I answer thy summons. Alrighty, and that is everyone. But I think what I need to do is I need to take a quick ad break, because we're getting curiously close to that, and I don't want it to interrupt anything. So BRB, folks, 3-minute ad break. Get up out of your chairs and stretch your legs, grab some food and a drinky, and I'll meet you back here in 3 minutes. BRB.
XIV. There's a way to find it.
Whoops, wrong button. All right, we're back. There we go. All right. Let's do it. Spoken your fill, have you? If so, I'm thinking to send everyone off. Thank you, Advent. With your permission, then. Your attention, please. At risk of spoiling the mood, the time of departure is upon us. In my capacity as your receptionist, I bid you all safe journeys. Till next we meet, be well.
I suppose we're off to Garlemald then. Though we ought to speak with Lord Emmerich first. If he's received word of any recent developments, we need to know.
'Twould be prudent to purchase some warmer clothes at least. Mayhap we can pick up a few souvenirs for Euless and the others while we're at it.
Where will you all be heading next?
Dravania. There is a book I've been meaning to borrow from the Great Google Library. And I can think of at least one person who will be most displeased should I fail to visit before leaving.
Yeah.
We've no particular destination in mind, but we do intend to stop in Sharlayan before we set off.
We had thought to ask after the Loporrits. I am curious as to how well those who chose to remain are adapting to their changed circumstances.
Might we accompany you then? Raha and I were planning to return to the Baldessian Annex.
Commissions have been piling up in our absence, and they must be dealt with ere we begin our work in earnest. Estinian, you will return to Rads at Han, will you not?
Aye. For Vritra's benefit, though I've yet to hear the details. I may not stay long.
I see. Then it is here the Scions at last part ways, each to some far-flung corner of the realm.
Perhaps. But I believe one of our number, a rather important one at that, has yet to divulge her plans.
Uh-oh.
Quite right. Indeed.
Fair point. So, what's next for our humble adventurer?
Yet stand tall, my friend. Our journey will never end.
The constancy of this place never ceases to amaze me. An ocean of souls, shimmering and eternal.
Oh, we know exactly who that is.
And yet, something stirs. Yes. Steeped in darkness, deep as starless night, the beast hungers. Alas, I dare not investigate in earnest before the coming of my guiding star, as she foretold. We shall descend to the depths, you and I, to confront the dread beast Pandemonium. Oh, the sights we shall see. The sights we shall see.
Oh yeah, Drock. I've got tons of tomestones at this point. I gotta burn some, lest I max out. You've completed the main scenario quest, Endwalker. Endwalker quest to unlock new content that now have become available in Old Charlian. There we go. And done.
This game is content?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I recognize that voice.
Yes.
We heard him yap at us in the Crystal Tower.
Yep, yep.
That's a bit of
All right. So I do want to add that, and I hope this is okay that I throw this out there. We never ever got confirmation that Medion actually died.
Actually, they seem to indicate that she didn't, because they said that Medion arrived at the ship and announced that we were returning.
Yep.
And then we didn't show up, and then when we did show up, we showed up within an inch of our life.
Yep.
So I think Medion's still alive out there somewhere.
Well, I mean, we just saw it in a cinematic. I don't think that was a random blue bird.
We just saw a baby girl.
He's out there somewhere.
What is this new quest?
Why does
Somewhere
this
out there.
like new version of the Crystal Tower? That's
no, that's
Tower.
a deep dungeon.
Savage.
That's a deep dungeon.
That's a deep I'm not worried about it.
Crystal Tower deep dungeon?
It's
No.
irrelevant to me.
Yeah.
Crystal Tower deep dungeon.
There's a ton of new content after this quest.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Can you believe this game has stuff for you to do? Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine a
There's
game with
lots of ponies
content.
that want to talk to you.
Yeah, but
there's gonna be a lot of NPCs.
but too bad we
Speaking
get
of
to ignore.
content.
Too bad we get to ignore all of it and go to Endwalker Chapter 3.
God damn it!
Speaking of content, I hope you're content with this knowledge.
Oh, full body wiggles. Hey, Theo, how you doing? There we go. I literally have to wiggle in my chair to make that happen.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I just picture you picking up the computer chair and whirling it around just to make you wiggle a little bit for
Yes.
Very like shaking your ass on your chair to make the wiggles happen.
Where is my quest?
Next quest is back inside those stones.
What? They just
You
made
gotta
us
go-
leave.
Well, Tatara wants to talk to you now.
All right, I'm entering.
Although I
He's got
guess
shit to tell you.
All right.
I'm supposed to assume that there was a time gap.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Ahty, how lovely to see you. If you're not in too much of a rush, I was about to make a pot of tea. Would you like a cup? Take a seat then. I'll find us something to nibble on as well.
It's so much quieter these days without everyone around. Not that I'm pining for your return, you understand. I have my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors. Meanwhile, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it. What about you? Any plans for the immediate future?
A grand new adventure, of course.
Traveling to the edge of existence and back wasn't enough? Well, if that's the case, I might have a suggestion for you. fought bravely and selflessly, helping those in need and saving our star from unimaginable threats. For your deeds, you've been hailed as the champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while? Acquit yourself as a simple adventurer again, and travel the world in search of wonder.
You're right. Who knows what mysteries are still awaiting to be discovered?
Oh, that's the spirit. I can feel from here the blazing fire that just lit in your belly. Now, all you need is a destination. If you're having trouble deciding, just leave it to me. Thavnair. That's where you should go next. I doubt you were able to squeeze in a proper tour of Radzat the last time you were there. What with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth. And I'm sure Vritra would be pleased to see you. Then there's the bounty itself. The Empire's presence in the region was always a deterrent to exploration. So if you've a mind to sail that sea, now's your chance. Just think of all the new experiences you could have.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
Oh, I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world. In anticipation of an occasion like this, I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling clothes, but it's still a work in progress. Shouldn't take much longer now, though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea.
Make sure it has pockets. She's like, huh. She's crocheting the Death Star.
Stitch in here and trim in there. Knot the threads with love and care. Just a little more to go. I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement.
I mean, look at the thing. That is the Death Star. She is crocheting the Death Star.
I'm one with the needle. See how the fabric surrenders to my whims. Don't worry. I'll make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures. I swear adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they come across.
Hey, it's Twilight. Welcome on in.
Oh, we mustn't forget the waterproofing. Gods forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath.
She saw my inventory. No, she didn't. my Egg McMuffin went cold.
Ah, you're awake. My apologies. I do get a little carried away with my sewing. You seem awfully cheerful. Pleasant dream? Or are you just looking forward to the next chapter of your grand saga? Either way, I promise to provide you with new apparel, and so I shall. If you'll accompany me to the Diamond Forge, we can put the finishing touches on your outfit. Shall we?
Right. Here we go. Here we go. Observe as the artiste refines her piece into a masterpiece. And no napping this time. I only need a moment. You'll see. A little more room in the shoulders. Open up the cuffs. A final adjustment to the hem. All done. Let's see how it looks on the mannequin. Well, what do you think? Doesn't it scream ready for a bold new adventure? I'm so glad you approve. You've outdone yourself, Tataru. Thank you. Oh, stop. You'll make me blush. If you really want to thank me, though, all I ask is that you wear this on your travels. Or at least anywhere lots of adventurers might gather. To look at you, a famous hero, and wonder, wherever did she purchase those stylish yet practical garments? Before you know it, hordes of new customers will be climbing over each other to place orders at Tataru Taro's boutique. I can hear it now. The merry clink clink of gill overflowing from my coffers. Sweet music to my ears. Burgeoning merchant empires aside, you must be excited to start a fresh chapter of your life. New places to go, new people to meet. I often wonder how you remember all your experiences and exploits without taking at least a few notes. Oh, maybe you should start doing just that. You never know when some odd past detail might become relevant. Or if one day you'll take a blow to the head and forget the better part of the past decade. Something to keep in mind, in any case. Nova, hello, welcome on in. Unending Codex. Okay. Alright. As the former receptionist and sometimes intelligence gatherer of the Scions, allow me to offer you a word of advice. Do not expect juicy rumors to simply fall into your lap. Adventurers rely on gossip, and the best places to pick up information are taverns and markets. At present, you only have a broad destination in mind. When you arrive in Thavnair, I suggest you explore your options in Mareed's Mahan, the finest drinking establishment in Radzatan. Charm the employees, and they'll not only point you in the direction of the local storytellers, but also share with you the tricks for loosening their tongues. Now, I really must be getting back to running my boutique. Enjoy the journey, Ahty, and may fair fortune thank you. Right. Mareed's Mahan, Radzatan. Here we go. Use your new pockets to organize your inventory. No. No.
Oh shit.
What is this?
Oh shit, I like that fit.
It's like a classic adventure clothes, which I know people have been asking for.
I could dye this shit to be Link.
Or you could just look like Graha.
No, shut up.
So that's
I
calling us
look
back
like a
to
Ropa
right.
Half-Solid. How dare you?
Ahty.
Is this when you finally pick a paladin?
Yeah.
No!
Queeches.
You could look like OG Urian J.
So
With
that's calling us
the
back to
sackcloth robe.
Anytime.
Just a sackcloth robe.
Oh my god. Malik, what?
That's right. The Hildebrand quests now are by the Aetherite.
Oh no.
We could start Hildebrand.
No.
Actually, you should.
No.
Yeah, don't you? I think you need to for the Endwalker relics, don't you?
Correct, you do.
Okay.
No.
Wait. No. Do I want to start them tonight, though?
No.
Not tonight. I want to start for it.
Hildebrand is Wednesday material. Which means it has to come after. What? What is that? Unending Codex.
Yeah, that's what
collection?
I'm talking about.
New collection. Yee!
It's a reference book.
So, what do you think? What do you guys think? Like, basically going as far as we can with the MSQ tonight, and then and then starting Hildebrand. Start Hildebrand next Friday and Saturday.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I want to go real quick and throw these new clothes in the dresser.
Yeah.
I need like 4 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe 40 to make it
Take a 5-minute time break.
I would weave a couple or few Hildebrand into MSQ next Friday. I wouldn't just do all Hildebrand.
What if I beat you up?
What?
I would enjoy it.
Sure.
Let's go to Radish Hands.
I'm laughing.
Radish pants?
Rad's out of hand. No, I would probably do like 3 or 4 Hildebrand, then the rest MSQ.
Rad is
That
on
can be
top.
added all at once in the glamour dresser? Yeah, but can I color them?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, they're
you
done.
stick them all in as a set, and you can still dye them.
I thought there was something about like not being able to.
The
I
only thing you
thought
can't
so
do
too.
is you don't save the dye for the. They have to be dyed every single time. You don't save the dye on the outfit itself.
Because I take the data. And this is to produce data.
Yeah.
Why is that glowing with the force of 1000s?
assets can now be added all at once in the glamour dresser? How?
So when you're adding an item to your dresser, instead of clicking on the item and just putting it in, there's a little chest icon at the other end of the name.
Malik,
Click on that.
rude.
What?
Rude, Malik. You forgot the Red Bull scarf.
I know, I did with what I had.
I think they did a really good job. They even got the hairstyle.
Yep. Well, Malik's already had the hairstyle for a while.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's perfect. It's a perfect
Wait,
cosplay.
would I need to dye it on the way in?
You slap it in there, and then you put it onto your glamour plate, and that's where you can dye it.
You slap it in there. Yeah, you slap it on in there like you're slapping it on into like an MP5.
Including glamour, dyes, crest, signature materia, and most ethereal bonuses.
All right, so Malik, the bow that I have is
I don't have that either.
You don't have the augmented Dama?
Not that exact one. I don't have the stuff to get it right now.
Oh, I see.
500,000 in the market for.
I do have the mighty Thunder Dart though. Let's see. Tozu gave me that
Is
one as
Ahty
well.
getting a new bow?
We can get Ahty a new bow.
No.
I made you a Dama, but I think that Charlie made that Dama.
No. Like you,
Yeah, it says it on the bottom.
You made me a Dama, but like I've been using the glamour of that bow on every bow since then.
Okay, I got it. Alright.
And my shit is really broken. Oh my god.
Wait, so I play the full set at once?
Just right click and repair all. You got your crafters up, right?
No!
It puts the whole set in at once as one slot rather than a whole bunch of slots. With the downside of needing to dye it every time you put it on the glamour plate, but you don't have to wear the entire thing. You can just wear individually.
I think the first I made for you was the Byaku longbow.
I thought it was the Thunder Dart, and then you did Byaku.
Byaku was first.
Okay.
Byaku sounds like Yako's cousin from like
yeah,
the
Worlds.
No, what were they called? The Animaniacs.
Yep. I'm just referring to Byaku's Worlds as in, just, you know.
Instead of Yakko's one.
There we go.
I think the best way to explain the glamour dresser, like add as a whole set thing, is it's basically like putting it in the arm wire, but it's not in the arm wire.
Where the fuck is the rest of the outfit? I thought it was like...
Did you put it? Did you click the little chest? To like put the thing in? Did you click on each individual box to make sure you fill in each set?
Yeah. Oscar types are blue.
Request repair.
It
Should
just be like tabard boots and gloves, really. Oh, and then a necklace.
Earrings.
That's a mount.
Which mount is it?
It's robot mount.
A robot?
Okay, there's the Wayfarer's.
Robbit.
Where's the fucking... What are the
Hell yeah, thank you, Malik.
There's no pants.
There's no pants.
Oh.
They really did a link. He has no pants. It's just the tunic.
Yep.
Hey, Tricky, welcome on in.
It's earrings, necklace, tabard, boots, and gloves.
I put on some pants underneath it because I didn't want to be without pants.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, buy some tights.
Yeah, I have the heirloom Gaskin defending, which I think work really nicely with it.
I think I put on the gentleman's pants underneath.
I'm wearing the Yorha Type 51.
Now, Ahty, if you do that, they can steal all your money.
I
Charge you
also
whatever they
think
want for
I
the repair.
found the
neat.
quest that picks up and starts the
It's
raid.
like, look at my bank. It's 0.
The quest that starts the raid.
Creature's looking good.
It's this guy Nim Gigi standing right across from the students of Baldessian Annex.
Baldessian, you're stupid.
I went over there to get a hotel room so I can glamour stuff.
Baldi's Basics.
I don't have any dyes on me. Big dye shit.
I got a metallic orange or two.
Sleeping gentleman, that is definitely hilly.
Actually, I should remove this from the plate. There we go.
Oh, this music's different.
Yeah,
Well,
this
yeah, it's not the apocalypse anymore.
is the actual Rods and Han music.
When things are like this, usual and not the end of the world.
It's actually raining and not raining hellfire.
Yep.
It's the blue meth wizard dog theme.
Oh my
To come by the mall sometime and get.
I'm gonna let that go, huh?
No.
Gosh, I love blue meth.
All right, Walter.
We gotta cook, Jesse. We gotta cook. Jesse, we gotta cook. We gotta cook, Jesse. We gotta cook.
I told you that was the trans TV show, right?
Excuse me?
It's you got blue meth, you got Jesse Pinkman, and you got Walter White.
Holy shit.
Shut up.
I just blew your mind.
A little bit.
No.
Wow.
Blue, white, and pink.
Blew your mind in the same way that Vera blew August's mind earlier today.
Shut up. It didn't happen. Literally, it didn't happen.
I'm curious.
I mean, he claimed it happened.
I'm curious.
Claiming doesn't make it happen. Anyway, back to something that happened.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna read. Alright. Your stuff is only broken, so your stuff is only so broken because you prefer to sleep on the floor during bosses, Ahty. Nem, you can't just call me out like that. Welcome to Mareed's Main. Oh, hello. I did not recognize you at first. Are you here alone? Let me find you a table. Of course I can't call you out your sleep. Nem. Ruins beneath the bounty. Would you be speaking of the sunken treasure vault? We have one regular, a historian, in fact, who could tell you all about it. Ah, there he is. Professor Jalheen. I thought I saw him come in. Although a somewhat private sort, the professor is quick to befriend those who share his fondness for the Mahane's unique beverages. Offer him any drink from our selection and he should happily share everything he knows about the vault you seek, and a few other odd bits besides. Whatever you buy from him is on the house, by the way. If Mareed found out I took coin from Thavnair's savior, she would have me scrubbing pots for a week. Right, I see Sammy Beans there. I see you, Sammy Beans. Yes. All right, here we go. Cinematic time. What may I do for you, my Eorzean friend? Oh, just a friendly chat. How about a drink? Well, I certainly wouldn't say no to a drink freely offered. Basically tricky, yeah. Here we are, one of Mareed's finest. Enjoy. Ah, lovely. Bottoms up! Jalheen empties the cup in a single pull. Wow. That was very kind of you, miss. But I know when I'm being softened up. What is it you want from me? Oh ho! Chasing down that old tale, are you? It does seem to appeal to the adventurous at heart. Now, where to begin? Might I assume you've heard of Alzadal? He was Khan of the Ahty tribe which sailed to Thavnair from the mainland, and a key figure in the history of Radhan. His decision to aid the Arkasadara is what ultimately won them the war against the Gajasura, thus allowing our predecessors to lay the foundation for the thriving city-state. The truly fascinating stories, however, concern his grandson, Alzadal III, who was known for his deeds as satrap in Radzat Khan's earlier days. Some attest that this man traveled to another world entirely and returned with glittering riches. Others that he brokered an alliance with a certain worm of the first brood. Then there is the tale of the sunken vault, the one you seem most curious about. According to this legend, Alzadal III claimed a small island somewhere in the middle of the bounty. There he built a structure reaching clear to the bottom of the sea, a deep and secret storehouse, and locked all his worldly wealth within. In the centuries since, whenever a natural disaster or hardship befell Radzat Khan, folk would remember that tale of hidden treasure. Hardy souls would set out to claim their fortune, but precious few ever made it home. Would you like to hear more? Apologies, I have a slight tickle in... Oh, my cup appears to be empty. Malil, another round for the professor. I see we've reached an understanding. You're a sharp one, adventurer. Another for the professor. Oh ho ho ho! Today was a splendid day to visit the Mahane. Jolene gulps down his newest drink with gusto. Where were we? Yes, those who did return from seeking the treasure vault flatly refused to speak of what they saw. Did this discourage others? Nay. Quite the opposite. Such accounts only served to feed the legend, and the golden lure grew stronger than ever before. That reminds me of something Azahama was saying. Azahama's a fellow connoisseur of spiritus potables. Yes, he is. Anyway, he was saying that one of his acquaintances went after the treasure himself. Hasn't been seen since he set sail. I hear, but he did have a... No, I can't say no more. You seem a generous sort. What kind of man would I be to encourage what is clearly a foolhardy quest? If my words sent you to your death, I could never live with myself. I'm no stranger to peril. Is that so? Perhaps it's your turn to tell a tale then. What manner of dangers have you faced? The very edge of existence. From anyone else, I'd struggle to believe it. But I recognize you now. You're the hero of the final days. A drink. I need another drink to settle my nerves. Michiel, more of the same, if you please. As you wish, but this one is on your coin, Professor. Jalheen drains yet another cup dry. This dude's a mess. Anyway, you being who you are, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to share a little more. This friend of Azahama's, he was desperate to build a treasure map, one which showed the way to the entrance of the vault. Seems he could only get it from some merchant. What's his name? I forget. Let's drink a toast to you, my new best friend. Michiel, more drinks. Signal for water instead. Shadow. Your drink, sir. Ah, marvelous. I am parched. Jalheen gulps down the cup of water. That was water! What's this? Asunder! Asunder, thank you so much for the raid! Welcome on in! Holy heck! Thank you so much. What were you playing tonight? Let me get you a shout out. Excited Hawk, hello, welcome on in. Ooh, is Excited Hawk a bot? That's interesting. Hawk, you shit! How was Claire Obscure? How are you liking that so far? It looks very interesting. Holy heck. Ace Hunter, thank you so much. And welcome, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I'm a transferee gamer from Oregon, and I mainly play RPG games. Tonight, we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. We finished up Endwalker Chapter 2. We finished that up. We kicked everyone's ass. We made it back from the end of the world, and now we're embarking on something totally new. We have begun Chapter 3. So, yes. Holy heck. It's been great so far. It's kind of building up to like what we're gonna be doing. But holy heck, Ace Hunter, thank you so much. And holy heck, the community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back, we're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free to kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, lurk, do whatever you want to do. You could even drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. Regardless of what you do, though, you're heckin' welcome here, and you're valid. No worries, Ace Hunter. No worries. Literally kicked depression bird's ass. Yep. Yes. It was really good. Oh my god. We were all emotional. But holy heck. Welcome on in, folks. But Ace Hunter, make sure, like, you know, you get your self-care stuff going. Grab yourself a drinky and a snack and get cozy. Still, that's probably for the best. Very kind of you, really. My head is certainly thank you in the morning. I seem to have overindulged. I am put in mind of the words of Master Jalzan. Beware of how much drink you swallow, lest it swallow you. Forgive me, I will subject you to no more of these unseemly antics. If you want to speak with Zama, well, I said we shall taste after the Mahane's fine spirits. He probably came in as we were talking. Dana Laron, thank you so much for the heckin' raid. Welcome on in. Floof pile, my favorite kind. We'll be lurkies while I make a cup of tea. Hell yeah. Ooh, tea sounds good. Gosh. Holy heck, Dana. How? Final Fantasy XIV, what were you doing tonight? And also, be very vague. Be very vague. No spoilers. We just finished Endwalker Chapter 2 last night. So that's where we're at in the MSQ. But holy heck, welcome on in. Dana, thank you so much. And welcome on in, Raiders. Shadow Wolf, hello, welcome on in. Inrix, hello, welcome. But holy heck, welcome on in. Don't forget your self-care stuff. Grab yourself a drinky and a snack. Get cozy. Walk around a little bit. Stretch those weggies. But holy heck. Welcome on in, folks. My name is Ahty. I am a transferee gamer from Oregon, and I mainly play RPG games. Tonight we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. Also, we're getting busy with the start of Endwalker Chapter 3. But the community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back. We're all friends. That sounds like your jam. Please feel free. Kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You chat, lurk, do whatever you want to do. You can even drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. Regardless of what you do, though, you're heckin' welcome here, and you're valid. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I will be very, very specific because I was chatting and G-posing. It was a great stream. Hell yeah. I will probably partake in that sort of thing at some point. I've been hyper laser focused on story. I wish you fortune in finding your fortune. I've learned all I can from Jalheen. All right. right, so where do I need to go? Oh, it's actually still here in the bar. Ah, there we go. There he is. Yes, I am Azahama. And who might you be? All true, I'm afraid. My friend took a ship out in search of Alzadal's legacy, and I've been watching for his sails ever since. I tried to dissuade him, of course, but he refused to listen. All he could talk about was finding the vault. And that look in his eyes, I knew it wasn't common gold or jewels he lusted after. He was hunting Alzadal III's otherworldly hoard, and his ambition would not be denied. I see it in you too, that appetite for the mysterious and the unknown. But I'll not attempt to turn you from your path. I know too well the futility of that endeavor. So I will tell you what my friend told me, how he convinced a merchant in the bazaar to give him the rough location of the vault's entrance. It seems this merchant, one Zothal, I believe, is selling a map of which shows the exact route, but my friend's purse was too light for its exorbitant price. With that meager wealth he had, he instead paid to learn that there are ruins on a small island somewhere in the bounty, and within those ruins hides the path of the vault deep below. If you truly intend on seeking Alzadal's treasure, I suggest you put your affairs in order. I wish things were different, but I do not believe my friend is ever coming home.
Please, Ashal, please! You must let me have that treasure map!
What's all this about?
My mother and father were slaughtered by monsters. My baby sister, still too young to fend for herself. Can you spare us no kindness?
So, you hope to find your fortune? And what? You expect me to surrender my wares for pity's sake? What have you to offer in payment? As I thought. Come back when you've more than rags to your name. This is no mere treasure map. It is a guide to the vaults of Arzadal III, one of the great satraps of Radzat Han, and a direct descendant of Alzadal Khan.
A map to Alzadal's legacy?
So he says. A fake, I'd wager.
This is no fake. The parchment is marked with an arcane glyph of passage. You may find the ruins hidden in the bounty, but you won't be setting foot inside without this in your possession. A priceless artifact it is, discovered amongst the rubble in the aftermath of the final days, and lovingly restored by yours truly. This map is the key to fabulous riches, and I'll be the king of fools to simply give it away. Be glad I am no such king boy. Your scrawny-eyed would never return with that treasure alive.
Oh, cruel fate! Why must you tempt me with wealth I am powerless to claim? How I shall envy the one who purchases that precious map! Whatever they pay will be but pittance against the golden hoard they stand to uncover.
Don't do it.
What of you, sir? Fighting man of your stature would surely relish the challenge of recovering Alzadal's lost fortune.
Don't do it.
A fortune, you say?
If I had but the strength to seize that treasure, my starving sister would never want for food.
I'll take it. Will this cover the price?
Interesting.
Well met, my friend.
Did you pay $10,000 for a cup of water?
Someone is dressed for adventure. But why Thavner of all places? Knowing you, I suspect there's more to your plans than sightseeing and shopping. Ruins beneath the bounty. Curious. And here I've acquired a map to just such a site.
With that sale, I do believe I've earned the rest of the day off. Thank you for your patronage, sir, but if you'll excuse me.
You probably paid even more, yeah.
You needn't mind us.
And now I've fleeced one of the heroes of the final days. Pray the sisters were looking elsewhere.
This map may or may not be genuine. Either way, we'll need a ship to find out for sure.
You seem eager to be underway.
Lest you misunderstand, I seek the treasure not for myself. If such a fortune truly exists, then it could help ease the struggles of those who lost their loved ones in the final days. I hope to do for Thavner what you and Alphino did for the Alamegans when you recovered the Mad King's trove. Come now. You know Alphino needs little encouragement when it comes to recounting the tales of your shared exploits.
Aww.
Speaking of precocious lads, that boy in the bazaar was clearly an accomplice of the merchant. Suppose his role was to draw the attention of the crowd and add weight to the merchant's bold claims. Transparent act for the most part. It was not all mummery. The need to provide for his sister rang true enough. Thus, if some portion of the profits end up in that waif's pockets, then I will consider it money well spent, whether the map leads us to the vault or not. You are coming along, yes?
Naturally.
I thought as much. Now, let's see about securing a vessel.
right. So I think I'm probably going to take my ad break now. I've got one happening very soon, so I'm just going to take it right now. BRB folks, I'm going to go take a 3-minute ad break, and yeah, so get up out of your chairs, stretch your weggies, grab yourself a drink and a snack, and I'll meet you back here in 3 minutes. BRB. And we're back. There we go. Right. So where are we supposed to go? Speak with Stinian. Okay. You'll recall I spoke of visiting Thavner at Reacher's request. Well, he finally invited me to a feast and made his proposal once I was too full of Hanish delights to refuse. He wishes me to train the Radiant Host in lance work. Ooh, pumpkin time. Nice! Pumpkin! But that is a tale for another time. What we need now is a merchant or a trawler with a ship fit for the open seas. Matsia is a fisherman by trade, yes? We should head to Ahty and see if he can help us. Alright. Let's go to Yedlamad. Yedlamad! Let's go to Yedlamad! Right. Oh, the colors out here, gosh. Almost there. I am hoping to hire a ship, of course, rather than buy one. My funds would not stretch quite that far. My friends, what brings you to our humble village? So, you need a seaworthy vessel to seek these ruins. Considering it was your deeds which allowed us to return to fishing, I should think everyone would be glad for a chance to repay the favor. Wait here, and I will have a boat stocked and ready for you in no time at all. Have you noticed our little shadow? He's been following us since we left the city. We see you there, boy. Show yourself. Quim! Nairi, thank you so heckin' much for the raid. Welcome on in. How was your stream? Tell us all about it. But first, make sure you get your self-care stuff going on. Grab yourself a drinky and a snack and get cozy. Holy heck. Do you want to be a big shot? Hell yeah. Yeah, I do. Who wouldn't? What were you playing? Ooh, Deltarune! Deltarune, hell yeah. Nairi, I love you too. If you can see my hands right now, I'm making a little heart shape with them. Well, holy heck. How was Deltarune tonight? I have not played Deltarune at all, though, so, yeah, no spoilers. Love you too, wee woo. But holy heck. Yeah, tell us all about it. And welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I'm a transferee gamer from Oregon. And I mainly play RPG games. Tonight we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. We literally just wrapped up the end of Endwalker Chapter 2. And now we are at the start of Chapter 3. Holy heck. It's so good. Oh my god. But holy heck. Folks, the community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back. We're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free to kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You could chat, lurk, do whatever you want to do. You could even drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. Regardless of what you do, though, you're heckin' welcome here, and you're valid. And Nairi, thank you so much again for your raid. Thank you. Gooby! Gumbo! Could I get some exclamation point crim in chat while I have cinema mode off? I think it's been
Goober!
I think it's been a while.
Gumbo! Grimbo! Goober!
Gooby!
Goober! Grimbo!
Goober! Thank you. I love being blown up. Gosh, I love that. There we go. Holy heck. Nairi, thank you so much again. Thank you so much for the raid. You are a heckin' sweetheart. Y'all in my chat, go heck and follow Nairi, who is Crimwall Scorchex. Not only is she a fantastic heckin' streamer, but she is also an incredible artist as well. So definitely go follow and watch. Nairi is a sweetheart and so heckin' fun. Go follow and watch. Please. Do yourself a favor. Do it. Do it! But Nairi, I am already following. Hey, Lance, welcome on in. Hi, Ahty. I'm out of the starting town and done a few dungeons in my Final Fantasy XIV journey. Hell yeah! Oh gosh, you have so much ahead of you, Lance. I am jealous. I'm super jealous. Gosh. Ah, it is you. Do you know how far out of our way we walked so you'd not cross paths with some wild beast? I'm sorry, sir, but are you the heroes who saved Thafnir? You are. I know you are. And I've gone and cheated you. I work with Zashal, you see, the map merchant. It's my job to play the pleading orphan and convince the crowd his wares are worth the price he asks. I'm ashamed of what I've done and beg for your forgiveness. If not for you, my sister and I would never have... Well, we'd be... Enough. I knew your game, and paid the price willingly. A fortunate purchase, as it turns out, for my friend here was seeking those very ruins. You were kind to overlook the wrong I have done you. But there is more you need to know. The map you bought is very real. As is the island it shows. I overheard Zashal selling the information to another customer. He told that man where he needed to search, about the ruins, about the vault, about everything. Then the man sailed out to find his fortune, never to return. You could not go alone to that place. You should have more friends with you, maybe even a whole army. I do not doubt the ruins hold danger, but I assure you, between the two of us, there is little we cannot overcome. Please, I cannot bear the thought of... We could invite our comrades. That we could. And assuming we do find this treasure hoard, it may prove wise to have more hands along for the carrying. Any ideas on whom to approach? The Scions have scattered far and wide since our last gathering. Grahatia and Kryl, because we made a promise. Aye, Kryl may have her hands full rebuilding the students, but if you reach out to Graha, he would surely leap at the invitation. Will that set your mind at ease? Yes, if that man is as strong as you. Is he, though? Strong, I mean? What is your name, boy? Murad, sir. Well, Murad, your life is yours to live as you will, but I suggest you find a more honest trade if you truly wish to keep your sister safe. I'm not proud of what I do, but what choice do I have? We need to eat, and everyone's too busy rebuilding their own lives to bother with two grubby orphans. Wait, boy. I didn't take this roundabout road just to see you end up in some creature's belly. Let me walk you back to the city gates. Thank you, sir. Call me Estinian. Estinian is, I think he is not as gruff as he makes out to be. I shall leave you to recruit Graha. He'll appreciate the invitation that much more, I'm sure. As I recall, he was based at the Annex. Someone there ought to be able to point you in the right direction. Let us be off too, Murad. Do me a favor and don't stray from the path. Right, now we have to go find Graha. Let's see. Baldessian Annex. Well, I could do that. Old Charlian. Let's go. No, I'm not going to lower decks. There we go. Oh, look who it is! Welcome back, Ahty. What might the students do for you? Graha? Yes, he's in the main hall with Mistress Kryl. They've been holed up in there for days. By all means, go and give them an excuse to take a break.
Ah, Urgica, my good man. Would you be so kind as to...
You're in trouble now.
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
I wish you had sent word ahead. I thought I was having visions for a moment there.
He's got a bad case of the vapors.
Let's see. What are the two of you working on?
Raha and I have been compiling old records of the students' activities. We were able to locate several accounts in the archives of Numenon, but the bulk of our documents was lost along with the Isle of Fowl.
But what brings you to the Annex, my friend? Surely you haven't come all this way just to watch us shuffle dusty papers around? The treasure vault of Alzadal III.
Was it ever clarified what happened to the Isles? Not that I know of.
And you're looking for companions to join you on this expedition? I would dearly love to accompany you, of course. but I'm afraid I'm committed to another task. On the subject of which I had hoped to ask for your assistance.
Well, too bad. I'm going treasure hunting. Go fuck yourself. Oh, yeah.
Say it, say it, say it, say it, say it!
Then again, it's not so urgent that it can't wait until you've returned. You should go, Raha. I'll stay here and mind the shop, as it were.
Are you sure? I'd hate to leave you short-handed.
Look at his anime eyes! Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so funny.
I'm sure. Just try to be back before too many moons have passed.
Well, I guess we're off on another adventure already.
He's gonna need a new pair of pants. Oh my gosh. Like, oh, they do so well. They do so well with like just oh god, just making Graha so like, I don't know, like larger than life, to be honest. Because like this is exactly how you kind of expect him to react to shit like this.
Have you asked anyone else to come along? Then might I suggest we invite your Stola? Ever since the Scions disbanded, she spent most of her time cloistered within the Great Gooble Library, hoping to piece together a method to traverse the rift. It would seem, however, that whatever wisdom she sought there was not to be found. She arrived in Charlian the other day. We spoke briefly before she began her search of Numenor.
Invite Mom? Yep. Yep.
Considering what you've told us of Alzadal's extraordinary feats, I do believe your Stola would be more than interested to hear what you have to say. Splendid! Then let us head to the archives at once.
Splendid!
Wait, before you go. I have another potential member to volunteer, if you've room to spare. Urianger. He sent the students a request for materials, you see. Treatises on the architecture of treasure vaults and the like. From what I can gather, the Loperites wish to build their own vault for the people of Aetheris to explore, and are looking for inspiration to help make it a memorable experience.
Wait. So the Loperites want to build a dungeon for the people of Aetheris to explore. That is interesting.
So, why not take Urianger with you? Let him study Alzadal's legacy firsthand.
None can deny the benefit of seeing something with your own eyes. If our expedition leader has no objections, I say we extend Urianger an invitation once we've spoken with your Stola.
No spoilers, Drock. That's not a scold. That's not a
Safe
scold. It's
travels,
just a
you
warning.
two. But don't forget,
I know what you're thinking.
I'd still like your help with that other matter I mentioned.
Right. Then it's off to the library.
Poji, did you get enough sleep last night?
You can't see Nim Gigi because you've already started the raid quest line.
Okay, so usually when people start seeing things that aren't there, that means
Ahty, I'm gonna scrungle.
Hold on.
I want to scrungle you so hard.
Yeah, I swear he's been here since before he had a blue quest. Like, he's always been here. Just like through all of Endwalker. Just there.
If anything, Ahty, I think the indication isn't that I'm seeing things, it's that you need glasses.
I
You can't see them.
Ahty,
What?
Where are you going?
Scrungles you.
The library is this way.
I was following.
You're scrungled now.
I was following the quest.
Good. Good to see Ahty is appropriately strong.
Yeah, I am scrungled.
Oh, I know that face. That's a Bibulus.
Hey, look, it's Beavis. It's
Beavis.
It's Beavis.
I'm gonna talk to Beavis.
Yeah, you talk to Beavis. I'm gonna hold out for Butthead. I think I think Butthead is the aura that walked up just now.
Is that? No, that's Daisuke. That's Daisuke.
I'm going. It's marking Puddingway.
Puddingway? Okay, I'm gonna talk to Puddingway. I guess my pudding wasn't needed to stop the final days after all, but I persevere. Once people taste it, they'll be even happier that they were before the apocalypse started. I just know it. Angel Devil! Angel, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. How was your raid? How was your stream? What is it? What is this? What is this that has been written? How was the rest of the Dune Awakening stream? Let me read this though. I must not crash. Crashing is the ornithopter. Crashing is the ornithopter killer. Crashing is the little crash that brings total obliteration. I will face the ground. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see the crater. Where the ornithopter has gone, there will be nothing. Only debris will remain. Beep Kitty, welcome on in. Nice to see you. And Angel, thank you so much for the raid. It was good to see you too. It was good to see you too. It seems like it definitely seems like we've been kind of on opposite ends of schedules lately, but I stop in when I can. Poji, say no more. Say no more. We will get to it. Yeah, it's good to finally catch you. Yeah. I hope you had a good time tonight with Dune Awakening. I really hope you did. It looks like an interesting game. And welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I'm a trans furry gamer from Oregon. I mainly play RPG games. Tonight we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. We just wrapped up Chapter 2 of Endwalker, and we just started Chapter 3. And we're going into probably one of my favorite parts of the game right this second. So yeah, but holy heck. The community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back, we're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free, kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat or do whatever you want to do. Creatures likes interrupting me. You can even drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. Regardless of what you do, you're heckin' welcome here, and you're valid. Thank you so much. Thank you so much again, Angel, for your raid. Are you still doing Endwalker MSQ? I mean, we got done with the proper MSQ. I think we're in post now. I think that's what we're doing. But yeah, I mean, we did that final fight last night, and like it was bittersweet. I was waiting a year and a half to get to that point of like us getting together and playing Final Fantasy XIV twice a week for a year and a half. to get there. It was fucking awesome. It was 84 years.
3 weeks since I looked at you.
Yeah, look at her. This is my favorite part of this game. Like one of my favorite parts. Look at her. Look at her. She's so cute. Look at her. She's so pretty. Oh my god. It's no wonder she's my favorite character in this whole fucking game. Right. Let's play. That's all the screenshot I need.
I've never known Y'shtola to doze off in the middle of research before.
Close my eyes for one moment. Ow! Ugh. How long have you two been here?
84 years. We didn't want to wake you.
Nor did I want to fall asleep. I must have been studying for 2-3 days straight before exhaustion finally claimed me. As you know, I've been researching ways to travel from the source to one of its reflections. Well, looking for hints at least. I don't expect to find a simple set of instructions tucked away in some dark corner of the library. So I've been skimming through the stacks, hoping to uncover even a partial mention of any similar feats in the past. A means to travel between worlds exists, and you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. So I promised Runar, but 'twould seem I've set myself a nigh impossible task.
You needn't be so hard on yourself. The leap I made with the Crystal Tower was not achieved in an afternoon. It was the culmination of a collective effort spanning generations.
Oh, you think me discouraged? I assure you, 'tis quite the opposite. A daunting challenge and the time to sink my teeth into it. I feel like a fresh-faced student again.
A scholar in her element.
Indeed. Was there something else you wish to ask of me? Al-Zadal is no minor figure in Harnish history, and much is known about his family. But this is the first I've heard of a descendant surviving a trip to another world. If those tales are true, then he may have left behind some clue as to how it was accomplished. An invitation to delve into one of the world's lingering mysteries. As if I could refuse. And whence do we embark upon this expedition?
Achiali, by ship. But before that, we thought to extend an invitation to Urianger as well. He was in Thalmazane, last we heard.
Then by all means, let us recruit him, and be on our way.
It's so interesting. So interesting. It's like that over the course of like all of the expansions, like since ARR, we've basically watched Y'shtola grow up. Because she was like this young little girl in ARR. In a cute as hell, specially made mining helmet, which is like the most adorable outfit I've ever seen her wear.
Not cosmic exploration, Podi.
You're close, but that's not it.
What?
Oh, that's... I know what that is, yeah. That's
Society quest, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
What is Podi looking at?
Society quest for Loporus.
The quest, no, that's not Society quest for Loporus.
This is music, though.
Society, isn't it?
Ahty.
What?
Ahty.
Hi.
Rar.
Rar.
Ahty doing the ringtail kazoo.
Well, no Loporus gone before. It's a society quest, but not the one for the Loporus. Streaming Way is the one for the Loporus.
Yeah. Streaming Way has the
Ahty, can you fly in Labyrinthos yet?
What now?
Ahty's always
Because
been
where we're
flying
going is Labyrinthos.
Yeah,
and
so
it would
you
be a
just...
pain in the ass if you can't fly there.
Why are you bothering?
Because Ahty likes to walk.
I do like to walk.
Teleport to
Shall fly
Emporia.
no more. He shall walk.
Teleport to Emporia.
No. Enjoy the journey. You gotta.
Well, the next time we... I feel like...
What?
I must journey to my bed.
Okay.
Good job.
Ahty took Vinaz's words that man shall walk very seriously.
It has always been so.
Not sprint. Walk.
Next time we do the New Game Plus, I vote we make Ahty grab every missing ether current.
Tozu,
I mean,
like
even if you make Ahty gain the ability to fly, that doesn't mean they'll use it.
Tozu, have a good night.
Walk more.
It's raining in here.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Since everybody on the call is bent on keeping me from saying good night to you, Tozu. Good night. I hope you sleep well.
That's funny.
Sorry,
Good night, guys.
Go to bed.
I'm working on it.
I'll see you there.
You'll see me here? You're gonna be in my bed?
No! I just got on my chocobo and decided to fly because I can fly fucking everywhere
you
now.
said like good night. Someone's like go to bed, and then you were like I'll see you there. I'm like,
I mean, listen, I don't mind that kind of friendship, so...
I actually haven't finished
No judgment here.
just the bed pat meme, like.
No, I'm the dude in the in the Bugs Bunny outfit who moves over on the toilet seat and pats it.
Oh god, no, I know that. The fucking Walmart Bugs Bunny suit with like the... Doing your butt ring crafts.
My buttering craft. What?
You know what we're talking about earlier.
You're going to the wrong side of the dome.
I'll just go over the
I'm
dome.
on the correct side of the dome. I always have been.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Have a good night.
Good night.
It says it.
When you see a rotating chocolate bird, you're in the right spot.
A rotating chocolate bird.
Yeah, that's a good question. Where the fuck is Thancred?
Yes.
Yeah, I
what,
thought you
what did you do to my husband?
Thancred and Urianger were traveling together. What? How did they get separated?
Very
He got
easily.
lost.
Thancred gets separated very easily from groups. It's very frustrating.
Thancred just likes being gone, and sometimes he doesn't like being gone, but he has no choice.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Let's talk to you, Ian Gay. Hey,
Let's talk to him.
Ah, our illustrious champion. Cloaked in the mantle of the common explorer, fame set aside in thy pursuit of simple adventure.
I'm not even wearing her outfit, Urianger. Come on.
I am told a new expedition is in the offing.
Wasn't Thancred with you?
He left to attend to some personal errand, but should be returning ere long.
You've been keeping yourself busy, I trust?
True to our plan, Thancred and I embarked upon a pilgrimage of sorts, with an eye for gauging the state of those lands through which we passed. Our travels were interrupted, however, by a request for aid from our befurred lunar allies. As you may recall, the Loperids had been seeking new purpose for the moon, another role through which it might serve to benefit mankind. The Forum hath been working to advise them in this endeavor, but I return to offer mine own counsel.
And this has what to do with treasure vaults, exactly?
Ah, you have learned of my predicament from Mistress Cryle. I know not whence they acquired such knowledge, but the Loperids now stand convinced that adventurers delight in treasure hunts.
You're not wrong.
Thus, with their newly built wonderland of riches and mystery, do they hope to entice all manner of daring delvers to the moon? So earnest and innocent was their desire to bring joy to the world that I found myself powerless to refuse them my cooperation. But what of you, my friends? Why are you come to Labyrinthos? Fascinating. This is indeed a most fortuitous opportunity. I should be honored to accept thine invitation. How long hath it been, I wonder, when last our actions were not impelled by fate or desperation?
Aye. Though I cherish the Scion's accomplishments, 'tis pleasant to not have the weight of the world upon our shoulders for a change.
Counting Istinian, we number 5 now, yes? Without knowing what traps or perils await unwary feet, we may be wise to refrain from recruiting others.
I agree. Between us, We should have the skills to handle whatever situation may arise. Shall we be on our way?
Yes.
What, no time to spare a word for the grizzled old bard?
No.
All is well, I trust?
A wasted trip, I'm afraid. I'd hoped to catch up with a former mentor while you parleyed with the rabbits, but it seems our paths were not to cross.
How was your pilgrimage?
Having an astrologian beside you on the road is surprisingly convenient. And it doesn't hurt that he's making strides with his light-hearted banter. In any case, as we made our way around Ilzabard, we saw that much of the continent was in various stages of chaos. A certain amount of disorder is to be expected. The final days are over, and the people no longer have a common threat binding them together. That's the thing with these fledgling troubles, eh? You need to keep an eye out, lest they mature into full-grown headaches. So, for what reason have so many esteemed personages seemed fit to gather? Beneath the waters of the Bounty, you say? I see you've already stolen away my traveling partner with the promise of unexplored ruins and scholarly glory.
Nay, 'tis not for mine own indulgence, but rather the fulfillment of my commitment to the Loporrits.
Ah, of course. And if you have a Stinian rounding out your group, you'll likely have all the members you need.
Feeling left out? I could put in a good word for you, if you like.
We may have been released from our obligations, but I'll never be free of that merciless wit of yours, will I?
Nope.
In all seriousness, it is best I sit this one out. Too many former scions consorting with one another might be seen as a cause for concern in certain quarters. I'll return to my usual reconnaissance and scout out the situation in the Far East. Feel free to share if you come across any interesting revelations. Till we meet again.
Shall we also hasten our departure? Sir Estinian will wonder what hath become of us.
And with that, I think that is probably going to do it for me tonight.
Yeah.
Shit! How did 3 hours pass so fast?
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Me too.
I remember it took a whole hour just to talk to everyone in the Rising Stones.
Yep. Lance, have a good day at work.
Bye, Lance. Have a good one.
But probably for the best. Me and Koji have much to attend to.
There's a million blue quests, and my next stream might be knocking them out.
I may have to temporarily shelve Fantasy Life.
We've kind of exhausted that game for the most part, anyway.
Yeah, but
you still need to go finish your MSQ.
Shut up. I'll be back for it eventually.
All right. All right. So I know exactly who I want to raid.
And I know.
All right. So I'm gonna deafen up, and I will return to the call once the raid completes. Alrighty, folks. I think that's gonna do it for me tonight. Thank you all so much for a wonderful stream. It did go by super fast. Oh my god. I can't believe it went that quick. But oh my god. Folks, thank you so much for a wonderful night. This was amazing. And we really got Chapter 3 started off in really the best way. Thank you so much. Beep, I see you. Thank you so much for hanging out. What holy heck. I think we're gonna go raid Spoony Cat. Spoony is doing a charity stream right now, raising money for the Trans Empowerment Project. And Spoony is actually is a dear friend of the stream, a co-conspirator, if you will, in in stuff that I do every now and then. I have I don't know, I have the greatest I don't know. I fangirl a little bit when it comes to Spoony, and I think we're gonna go visit. So let me get that raid started. Spoony plays. There we go. Awesome. There we are. Perfect. It's not often that I get to raid Spoony. Spoony and I kind of keep kind of a similar schedule, so to speak. And it seems like whenever I'm streaming, Spoony is about to wrap up and stuff, and I don't know. Looks like they, pronouns they, them, are in the middle of a tier list of sorts. But Spoony's awesome. Spoony's awesome. Not only is a great streamer, but a game dev. Spearheads the restoration of the Kenosha Theater in Wisconsin. Does all kinds of stuff. Spoony's awesome. So definitely go and follow and watch when we get on over there. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. The next time I'm gonna be live is gonna be Monday night. We're gonna be back into Undertale Yellow. I can't wait to push that along. The story is just starting to get good in that. So yeah, hopefully you'll be there and hang out with us. And of course, we've got a lot of other surprises later on in the week. So yeah. But until then, folks, take care of yourselves and each other. Eat all the food, drink all the water, get all the rest. Before you know it, we're going to be gaming again soon. That's going to be Monday night, 6 p.m. PST for Undertale Yellow. And I hope to see you there. Alrighty, take care, folks. Have a good night. Stay safe. Be well. And yeah, see you Monday. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Bye.